You can count.
Nothing says
Nothing
says love like horse riding. Was this a wallpaper that came with the game, or is it a screenshot?
It was a simulator we played earlier.
Oh, I thought it came with the computer.
No,
Not even the game. I just thought
No, Alanah loves horses.
I do, yeah.
There's one thing I learned
As a
about
woman,
Alanah.
yeah.
girls love horses.
Yeah.
This week, girls love horses, but Alanah especially.
Yeah.
I'm gonna unmute the mics, but it'll be going over this test pattern thing.
Oh yeah.
The relationship of flowering young women to horses is something that I've thought a lot about. A lot.
Go on.
It's difficult to suss out. I feel like the attraction is something relatively primal, and that it's a visitation of power and animalistic allure.
This is what all men apparently think about women that love horses.
So my theory, which I vaguely mentioned yesterday, is that it's because girls like taking photos and horses are pretty, and it's like a thing that is majestic and like is seen as being aesthetically pleasing.
That makes more sense.
I thought it was because
They're like
sometimes
horses.
girls can break their hymens riding horses.
That also
I
makes
was
much
way
more
off.
sense.
I've read it. I mean, hearsay. Take everything I say with a
I
grain
read
of
this
salt.
on the internet.
Don't hold me to it.
I thought it's this visitation of grace and
Never
power,
ridden a horse.
Yeah, we-
but
men-
not scary like an actual like
Which is
16-year-old
similar to
boy.
the photography thing.
I was gonna say, men think it's because they're muscly and have big dicks.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. Yeah.
No one wants a horse dick. It's like a can,
And then you have like a centaur.
which
Wait,
is
where
the
were
best
you
parts of
going?
both dudes.
Where is the centaur's dick? No, it's still at the normal.
That's
still a
still a
horse
normal
dick.
horse
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
Why are centaurs always ripped? I mean, I know the answer. I just want you guys to.
Well, yeah, because they're not really doing any upper body stuff.
But it's all abs for days.
Right, but why would? Well, it's
That's a lot
because
of
they have to
core
hold
work.
themselves upright.
Yeah, it's a little core work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait. So if a centaur, if a centaur was just in his natural state, he'd just be like.
Yeah, he'd be leaning. He'd fall asleep like that.
No, I think he'd fall back on his own back. He'd be like,
Oh, okay. So he wouldn't just be like
Not bad.
completely
Nobody talks about
like
centaur
in line
posture.
with the horse's
no,
body.
I think he
gotta
has to
have-
hold himself
That's really
upright.
flexible.
Okay.
Well,
though.
you're not like permanently like standing upright, right? Like,
Well, no, because you're right. Like eventually, you'd have to like let go of your muscles.
Yeah.
And slump a little bit,
centaurs aren't allowed.
and that's a lazy centaur.
Yeah.
Is what that
They get
is.
shunned from the pack.
All right. I made a thing. This is gonna be a throwback.
Oh.
But it's gonna require some hot button presses. So let's see if this works and doesn't break anything.
He always does this every week.
Yeah, I
I try
break
something
everything.
new, and it usually doesn't work.
It's gonna work, Bruce.
And then it breaks the
It looks like it worked.
Work with this old intro.
Yeah, right.
That's good.
There it is.
Who else would it be with?
Throwbacks. I was trying to dig out that project file so I could extend the music under it because it's supposed to bleed off, except I couldn't find it because it's 3 years old. Hey, welcome to a sexy bowl of dude soup. I'm your host, Lawrence Untitled, joined by a panel of sexperts, love experts.
Uh-oh.
First off, we'll start with Elise Willems. Hey, Elise.
Hey,
I was supposed to make up
great to
fucking
be here
title
talking
for you.
about sex.
Yeah. What's your title, Elise?
I guess sexecologist. I
Is
talk
that
about
like an economy thing?
yeah. It's economy of sex. No, I didn't know that we were
The
going
news
to.
is that it's profitable.
No, we were doing.
I wasn't prepared for this. I thought it was.
I was just
I thought it was
asking.
Horsecast.
Shouldn't have thrown it on you. Yeah, the centaurologist, Alanah Pierce. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And then centaur caliper expert. I just imagine Bruce measuring a.
I have a caliper measuring his body fat.
Yeah.
Being like, you're 30% body fat. You need to lose some weight.
Horrible.
And you've got a horse behind you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I have a horse behind me.
Bruce Green. Hey, Bruce.
Hello.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up a fat centaur real quick.
There's got to be.
Oh no.
Oh, is it Baskin Robbins? Ah.
Oh, what?
Wait, why'd they make it a woman? That's not fair.
Oh, that's
no,
what's her
it's
name?
Not fair at all.
Wait, somebody?
Yeah, isn't that a famous? Isn't that Honey Boo Boo?
Oh, I mean,
I don't know.
I
It
don't know.
looks like Honey Boo Boo.
why are they? I want a dude. Okay, getting there. I got a little pregnant belly.
There you go. That's actually pretty cool.
It's a pig though.
Oh, is it a pig?
Oh, you're right.
It is a pig.
Damn it! What's going on here? This is not what I wanted. There.
That's a fat centaur.
Now we're looking at it. There.
I
Good.
like it.
Yeah.
I like how he's got a double gut because there's one there and then one there.
You're right. It's just
Oh.
so
What a confusing thing the centaur biology is. Oh, I'm wearing armor. Okay. Plus size armored
yeah,
centaur.
plus size.
Good job, Mina. This podcast is brought to you by 3 sponsors: Stitch Fix, Casper, and Dollar Shave Club. You can get started now at stitchfix.com/dudesoup and get 25% off your Stitch Fix order when you keep all the items in that box. You can join Dollar Shave Club today for $5 and get their shit shower and shave starter set. Yeah, that's what they call it. It'll make more sense later. That's at dollarshaveclub.com/dude. And for a limited time, you can go to casper.com/savings and get $200 off your purchase of $2,000 or more. So 10% discount, I guess, is what it equals that to. Although this special offer expires February 20th, 2018. Some more details on all of those offers later. But first, we got more ways for you to spend your money because it's Valentine's Day, or at least it will be soon. So I thought we could all talk about our lovely experiences on Valentine's Day or lack thereof.
Well, this podcast, when this goes up, it'll be a day after
It'll be a
Valentine's
day
Day.
after, yep.
It could be a lot of broken hearts.
Yeah.
What do you think
So
about that?
we have to salve those wounds.
Yeah.
Also, if you are single or soon to be single, depending on how Valentine's Day goes.
Soon to be single.
Is that like a day people break up often? Because you guys are talking about it that
For
way.
some reason, I've heard a lot of stories of people breaking up on Valentine's Day. I don't know why that happens.
That
but
sucks.
Yeah.
I've often heard that people solidify themselves into a relationship or out of a relationship because if they're dating someone and they don't want to be dating them anymore, Valentine's Day sort of like forges that, right? You have to figure out whether or not you have a Valentine or not. And then somebody tells someone else, I don't want to be with you.
Do you want to hear the opposite of that?
Yeah.
A friend of mine he broke up with his girlfriend like a couple months ago. It was pretty amicable. They're still friends. He met a woman. He might be watching the podcast right now. He met a woman like recently, like maybe a week ago. They started banging it out. Okay, she's a former model. She's stunning. I've seen pics.
I mean, former, though.
Um,
a whole lot can happen.
and I'm
when it's
like,
former.
what are you thinking? Like Valentine's Day,
Right.
This is too new. She's leaving town like today.
That's convenient.
I know. I was like,
Suspicious is what I'd say.
He's made in the shade. He landed into the best situation of his life.
Wait, where is she going though?
Like a work, like 10-day work.
Okay,
She's gonna go have someone work that business is what she's gonna go do.
Well, because she went from like model to high-powered executive. I'm telling you, he's
Wow.
He
Man,
fell
attractive
into
people
it.
just get it all. don't they?
He's probably watching, and this winks. I'm winking at you.
What's wrong with your eye?
But
Spazzing
yeah,
now.
we've been razzing him about how great he just fell into this. But yeah, it's
incredible.
So like, if you can date somebody days before Valentine's Day, bang it out, and then get them to leave the country, I can't recommend anything else.
That's my one recommendation for life.
That's my one recommendation.
Jeez, I have not heard anything that good in a long time about.
know.
Usually Valentine's Day, somebody will tell me like, "Yeah, they broke up with me on Valentine's Day." I'm like, "Holy shit, that sucks."
Well,
I'm
he
so sorry.
he kept telling us like layers upon layers of this new situation, and it kept getting better and better. And we were like, wow, "How does this happen to you?"
She's got an oral fixation, so
But,
it's just blowjobs every 4 hours.
Yeah,
Sometimes I sleep through it. I love it. Speaking of love, I gotta check out this Rampage 2 trailer. Look at that.
oh, I haven't seen that.
It's just the Rampage
Oh, it's
Oh, it is
Trailer.
in Filmhouse, so you gotta
okay.
save it.
2.
Oh, look at him.
This has nothing to do with Valentine's Day.
No, it doesn't. Actually, it has nothing to do at all. There was one time I did something amazing, and actually, this is pretty junior grade.
How does every podcast turn into what Lawrence did amazing?
Because I gotta lead the pack. People expect this from me.
Yeah, why don't you talk about bad stuff you did?
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. Tell your amazing story and then think about something bad later.
Most bad things are I just did not do anything. So it was just me being lazy and selfish.
That's pretty bad.
Or, single, in which I don't really give a shit.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Playing video games and masturbating as usual is my typical Valentine's Day.
Fair. Yeah. No, that's fine.
King among men.
Show of hands.
I know. Who does that?
Boston Dynamics. Well, this says love like nothing else.
Oh.
Yeah, they open doors now, by the way.
For
Black
each other.
Mirror
So it is
episode.
kind of romantic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's looking at the door. Wait a minute. This has nothing to do with Valentine's Day.
No, he's
No,
gonna
it
find
does.
love.
It gets there.
There, he's
Yeah.
got
Oh.
he's got a little dog friend that's gonna open the door for him. They're gonna kill us someday, so get used to
The
this.
thing that really gets me about these dogs specifically is that they are trying to sell them to U.S. military. What do you think those do in the military? Just open doors for each other? What other uses do they have?
I would assume
mean,
they're recon, right?
That's I would think recon or diffusal.
There's
yeah.
bomb defusal.
Yeah.
So I guess they would need to open the door.
Depending on what they could
Sure,
carry,
yeah, sure.
you could like
Base.
throw an injured soldier on it, and he could trot him out.
That was really nice of that male robot.
They need to throw little rum casks around their necks. Boston, get on
Like
that,
a
please.
like a great or not great
Saint
Dane,
Bernard.
Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
Lawrence, your
All right.
brain.
So, yes, the tale of my vagina exploding, wonderful
Wow.
abilities.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're watching robots do backflips and stuff while this is happening.
I
So-
can't jump that high.
This is about where I think I was a freshman in college, and I had spent my high school years desperately alone, mostly blaming the world for it, and I decided no longer. It's time for me to flex. Oh God, his thighs were quivering.
Yeah.
Time for me to flex my my romantic muscles.
And some other muscles.
Yeah, well, no, didn't quite get that far.
Oh, okay.
Not
Sorry.
nice.
My online chat game was pretty hot. I could find people on Yahoo Chat, talk them down pretty good.
Down.
It was the meeting in person that became an issue. So
I can see that.
Yeah. Wasn't quite the full package yet. Had an idea of what it should be. Yeah, there's robots biffing it now. So there was this lady I was talking up, and we hadn't met yet, but she did tell me her address.
Ooh,
So yeah.
that's a lot of trust.
Wow.
So in between classes, I drove over there and like put a little package of like chocolates and presents and stuff
Nice.
on her front door, and then left.
Okay.
Okay.
And then later that night, we were talking on the phone because things were getting pretty heavy. And she's like, I was just waiting for the topic to come up, and she's like, it's Valentine's, and I was like, yeah, I know. She's like, yeah, I'm a little disappointed you didn't do anything. I said,
no.
But didn't I? Go outside.
Oh, she didn't see it?
No.
She hadn't left her house that day.
yeah.
Telling.
There's a reason that we ended up together for that brief moment in time. Because I also did not go outside much. But I got to like be on the phone with her when she went outside and discovered it and opened
Oh,
it.
that is really good, Lawrence.
Yeah, I was
That's
pretty
pretty
proud of
smooth.
myself.
Yeah.
It went off well. But then once we actually
an
met,
amazing thing you did.
sorry,
You were right. You said it was amazing, and you did that was right.
That
Wait,
was
hold on.
good.
Did
I've
she
never
come
done
o-
anything that
Did
smooth.
she come over though?
no, absolutely not. No, I went over for like our first date another day.
Okay.
Come on,
Oh.
we're shy nerds, Bruce. It's college. What are we gonna do? Just I don't know what sex is.
No, I'm not saying have sex. I'm just
Oh.
saying go over and like hang out with her.
Oh yeah, I should have done that.
You know what you should have been doing is waiting at the door with a knife
Brilliant.
and a cake.
I'll cut my heart out for you,
And a
bitch.
sign that says you, pointing at the knife. Or you should have had a robot there to open the door, and the robot had a little bow tie.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Little cask of rum. Yeah, it all fell apart once we met in person, and she
Oh.
discovered that I was about 80, 90 pounds overweight.
Oh man.
Also, horrifically bad in social situations of all kinds.
She might not be the most smooth person in the world either, Lawrence.
Yeah.
she was-
Who's she? Queen England?
Yeah, come on.
She
Yeah, known as being smooth in social situations.
And look at her
Queen
now.
of England. Yeah.
I suppose that's true.
What's she doing now?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lawrence, who's winning now?
I don't know, man. She might be a physicist or something.
Oh,
She
that's
might be
true.
making these robots.
That is cool.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
that
point.
was much better.
Yeah.
than
That's a
what
really
you're
good point.
doing.
Oh, it's doing tricks.
It's like a sitcom freeze frame.
yeah, one of them did a backflip before.
Fuck, Boston, you're doing it. You're doing it. You'll be our downfall, but you're really
is
doing
that
it.
a PS3 on his back?
That's Howard.
It's like it's a router.
Chappie.
It's mobile Wi-Fi.
Finally, speaking of Valentine's Day and issues of love, I have this problem right now where my bathroom is right on the edge of my Wi-Fi range, and that makes it very difficult to watch certain types of content in my sacred layer, if you know what I mean.
Don't you have a girlfriend?
Yes,
Okay.
that doesn't stop.
I'm
Bruce.
not. I'm just saying, like, it's. Okay.
Sometimes
Can you wait for her to leave?
Wait, are you talking about watching stuff while you're shitting or masturbating?
No, he's talking about masturbating.
Oh no, I assumed you were talking about while you're pooping.
absolutely masturbation. I mean, sometimes
okay,
it's both.
okay.
Why
I was
do you
thinking
masturbate
about
in the
how.
bathroom?
Exactly.
There's no better way
Yeah.
to. That is the most.
I think that's the worst place.
That's the most hygienic place.
But it's.
a place of waste disposal.
Sterile.
He has a picture of Jason Statham framed in his bathroom, so
Oh, that's different.
I get why.
Yeah, see? Now it makes sense.
See, I thought you were pooping, and I'm like, oh yeah, I couldn't get my Wii U tablet to have reception when I was trying to poop and
Right.
play it.
No, correct me
That's
if
what I
I'm.
assumed also.
Correct me if I'm wrong though. Like, I feel like it's more of like you would light candles and like lay on the bed and like kind of make it a night, right? If somebody was gone, that's what I assume. That's what I mean. Guys don't do that, by the way. Guys don't masturbate that way. I most of the time, if at all.
I don't even know if women
At all.
I,
don't know
Candles,
any
I don't
women
think
that
so.
do that.
No, that's too much effort.
okay, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it more of a bed thing for women?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
on the bed rather than in the bathroom on the
Yeah,
toilet?
I wouldn't do it in the bathroom. That's super weird to me.
Biting the lower lip, looking at that NSYNC poster.
Like, I can tell you, Lawrence is not way off on this. Like
so
guys
weird.
have done that. I've done it a million times.
You don't have to think at all. Especially if you're in the shower, just whatever goes wherever, it's all gonna wash down anyway.
Oh, okay.
Well, the
Was
shower.
completely forgetting about semen. Completely just that
Oh, yeah,
just was
yeah.
disappeared from my mind. It's like that's right. You have a thing you have to.
So that's why.
Gentlemen
It's,
have
Yeah.
produce.
That's why it's the bathroom. Is because you have toilet paper there, et cetera. et
Okay,
cetera.
I was thinking that like, okay, if you're in the shower, I get it. I thought you meant like you're just standing in the bathroom.
No, not like
into the sink.
aimed at the wall. Largely toilet, because then you can flush. It's,
Toilet, right? Yeah. See,
you got
like
toilet paper
toilet
right
too,
there.
huh?
You got every amenity except for a clear Wi-Fi signal.
Nothing turns me on more than a toilet.
Okay, but that is one of the saddest things I think that can happen to a human is watching porn and it's buffering.
Oh yeah.
I think that's very sad.
Well, that's when
funny.
you try and like pick a good freeze frame. You're like, okay, I got a pretty
Slightly
clear view.
blurry, but it might work.
Yeah, especially when you got to dial down the bit rate because, like I said, it's really choking out. Living in a crowded apartment complex, you get a lot of Wi-Fi interference. Really sucks.
Why don't you piggyback off somebody else's Wi-Fi?
That's a good idea.
You ever think about that?
It's a really good idea. Then the government can't keep tabs on me.
Yeah.
That's okay. I use an incognito tab. They don't know anything.
They don't know anything if you're incognito.
It's like I'm in a Faraday cage. The only other tale of romance. Oh wait, one happened last night actually. And like all good stories involving love, it involved me being very good at a video game.
Right.
So Stephanie actually gave me my Valentine's Day gift early because she loves me and she's awesome. It was these like custom alcohol infusion kits. So they send you an empty bottle with like ingredients in the bottom and you just pour booze into it and let it infuse. It's a super cool idea. There was one that had like vanilla beans and chocolate shavings, so you could make like chocolate, vanilla, anything.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. It even had like a cool little recipe for a white Russian and a black Russian on it. I was like, I'm going to make that shit and it's going to be delicious. So, in a moment of not forgetting basic high school chemistry, I took a bottle of vodka out of the freezer, poured it in. I left some space because like, it might expand. I don't want to be an idiot. And then it had a little cap, so because alcohol actually evaporates pretty quickly. So capped it up. And I was like, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to behold this piece of art while I sit in the living room and play video games in my underwear, like a educated man. So there I was playing Zelda. Put the bottle right there, and like right before I went to sleep, it popped and shattered everywhere.
Oh no.
Yeah, it sprayed vodka all over the place, and there were just like little chocolate bits all over it smelled awful.
Where's the romance?
I thought you'd love that.
I'm so entertained by this man bullying this robot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This dude's trying to get this box, and this is why they're gonna kill us. They're gonna see
You're
this stuff.
absolutely right.
So I spent last night cleaning up glass shards and vodka, but I prefer to think I speculate that since I put like chilled vodka into it and then it rose to room temperature, it expanded and then shattered the glass.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
But instead, consider that perhaps I was so good at Zelda that it shattered the bottle.
That's all. That was the connection.
Okay.
So good at Zelda.
Well, it was a Valentine's Day gift. It's a circuitous thread, but
Yeah, we can consider that.
consider that I would not have gotten that present if I weren't already good at Zelda. Stephanie probably wouldn't be attracted to me.
Yeah, that's fair, I think.
I mean, guess, boy, you're really reaching back.
Yeah,
for
you're
that
making a
one.
lot of
No, I can
connections.
totally makes sense.
It's themed, Bruce.
I can tell you a Valentine's Day story.
Please
Do it.
Last Valentine's Day, James, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but we went to Blaze Pizza to get some dinner for ourselves. It's not a nice pizza place.
No, it's just a normal, like,
Yeah.
make your own pizza.
You order
place.
at the counter.
It's good.
But it was so fucking packed in there. It was so busy. We were waiting forever. And then this guy, he was a little sketch looking. He gets his pizza, finally picks it up the counter. He looks in the box and then he goes like storming back up to the register. And he's like, yo, like, this is not my girl's pizza. You fucking ruined Valentine's Day.
Oh, shit.
Throws the pizza over the counter. And I'm just like,
Holy fuck.
popcorn, because I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. and then he like stormed out. And generally James is really good if like somebody's treating wait staff or people working in the service industry really badly. He'll say something to like that person, but that guy had like stormed out, so he didn't have an opportunity to. But we were like, if there's an issue, like let us know if you have an issue with your boss, because like we'll vouch for you. You know, we saw how miserable and terrible that guy was. But I was just like, on Valentine's Day, you're like, I need to impress my girl, so I'm going to throw a pizza.
I like how he said
at
it like it was his
someone.
own, like no one else experienced
Well, it was
Valentine's
like,
Day.
It was like, you ruined my girlfriend's Valentine's
Right.
Day. Threw the pizza.
But it's also fair Valentine's Day.
But what grown man throws a pizza?
Did
Also, yeah, eat the pizza.
Did he grab his girl on the way out?
Yeah, he's like, come on.
He's like, come on, bitch.
Come on, babe.
What
But
the
he, like,
fuck?
We're getting out of this
pizza-
2-bit shithole.
Pizza was upended from the box. But I was like, I mean, I think a lot of like grown men are like that behave like that. Like that's not a grown man thing to do. First of all,
That's insane that you're right, especially on Valentine's Day.
especially in front of
be a
your
gentleman.
girl.
If
You were
the
like
dude I
trying to
was dating did that, I would be like, you know what? I don't think we should date.
No.
What happens if I ruin a pizza on your birthday?
But it's like he
You
was
throw it at me.
he was so concerned with impressing his girlfriend on Valentine's Day that a mishap with the pizza ruined things. But him throwing a pizza and screaming at someone wouldn't change their opinion or his girlfriend's opinion of him.
Did she seem impressed?
She stood by her man.
Wow.
She stood by her
I gotta
man.
hand it to her then. That's I mean like you know
Okay.
he's a crazy dude.
Maybe she's into that.
Question.
Yeah, maybe she is into
Did
that.
they like take a dump on the pizza? Because that changes the context of this story.
Oh, that's
They
true.
did
Yeah, maybe
not.
the pizza
They
was
did
really
not.
fucked.
Wasn't, like,
it was
semen on it?
an immediate reaction on his behalf. He was displeased with the pizza. He knew he had to projectile it
Man.
immediately. He knew.
Okay.
But yeah, that was pretty crazy stuff for me,
Jeez.
guys.
Pretty wild.
I love the archetype of like the girl who loves seeing
Her bad boy.
her bad boy
Throw
be
his
bad.
pizza.
Wow.
So she's like goading him on the entire. Like, I can't believe they ruined my pizza. You got to do something. Look at this asshole. Like I like that version of events, even though that's probably not what happened. In all likelihood, he was an asshole.
She's like,
He's
I
a very
bet that
excited
cheese
robot.
still hot. You
Yeah,
burned
no.
somebody.
I mean, Lawrence is right. She may have egged him on, and he may have been like, "All right, I'll go do it." And
Yeah,
then,
that's her kink, like
and
pizza
then
throwing.
he threw the pizza, and then when they left, they went and fucked in that car. You
Yeah.
know they did.
Real
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Bonnie
She's
and
super turned
Clyde.
on.
You know they
throwing
got it
pizza.
all.
What I'm saying is the man was the victim here. That's what I'm saying. So
True.
please keep that in mind this Valentine's Day.
But so avoid Blaze pizzas on Valentine's Day because they are a fucking nightmare. That's
All right.
basically
sounds terrible.
that's a great story for me.
Avoid all restaurants typically. That seems to be the event of choice for most couples. Just go out for a nice meal. Cook yourself, man. And then if you fuck it up, have a backup plan. But then it's an enjoyable story that you might tell in a podcast someday.
Yeah, or throw your fucked up pizza. at
Yeah,
your
or
girl.
be the dude who throws the pizza.
Yeah.
If your girl is into that.
Or play Zelda where your girlfriend's bored on her phone. And do really good, man. That shrine was hard, and I passed it.
What shrine was it?
It was one of the rotating ones with the ball.
Oh, that sucks.
Both
Ah.
Elise-
What did you mean that shrine was good? Those are the worst ones.
Well, I said it was hard. I didn't say it was
Both
good.
Elise and I were shaking our heads.
And I love
the
Zelda,
single
but
worst shrine.
Is it the shrine, the golfing one?
I'm on master
Both
mode
bad.
now.
I hate that
Both
golfing
terrible.
I do like those ones, especially when it's like you have to figure out how to get the ball, like projectile to the
It's
to
cool.
get it right in the right position.
Oh,
But
if it's a stasis one, but the ones that use
oh, the
motion
stasis.
are
Oh yeah,
garbage.
yeah,
They're terrible.
yeah. But I was laughing at Lawrence saying when your girl's bored on her phone because you're playing the shrine
know.
or whatever.
Hey, well, to Lawrence's credit, it wasn't Valentine's Day yet.
Yet.
If he'd been
Yeah,
doing that on
true.
Valentine's Day, there might have been a problem.
I have about one day to come up with
Well,
something
knowing
better.
your lady, I imagine I know she decorates in advance for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well,
so I
that
imagine
happened-
it's a thing for her.
Oh,
That
that's
happened a
cute.
long time ago.
Yeah.
As soon as, I think after Mexican Christmas, which I believe is 1 week into January, then all of the Christmas decorations come down and it's all hearts everywhere. Because Milady loves her some hearts, as evidenced by everything. Oh, shit, that was cool.
What did he do?
He, so sorry, we're watching a...
Got himself up on a ledge by throwing a bomb.
Yeah, he threw a bomb and then blew himself up in midair
Wow.
to get propelled up. We're watching a
Seeing
skip
people
video.
like
Solve
get
these?
through shrines by cheating them is awesome.
So cool. Alanah, I want to hear all right, good or bad Valentine's story. Which one comes to mind for you?
I haven't I was thinking about it. I don't feel like I have a lot of experiences with Valentine's Day, but the one thing that I used to do was one boyfriend once bought me an Xbox Live annual membership on Valentine's
not
Day.
bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But then it became a requirement that I needed to
renew it?
have
Oh,
it
every Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. So I broke up with him, and then the second dude that I dated, I was like, listen, Valentine's Day.
This is what
My
I need.
Xbox Live running out. I'm sorry. Like,
That's really funny.
yeah, that's the only thing I have, which is not great. But then I was single for like 3 years and was like, God, I gotta fucking buy every year. This is
You're like,
expensive.
I can't even meet a man online.
Just need
'cause I
someone
can't get
to
online.
fund my Xbox Live, and yeah,
I wish PlayStation Home was still a thing.
yeah, it was
So
cool.
you could meet a man
Yeah.
on Valentine's
It
Day.
didn't shut down that long ago, actually.
It was so
No, I
so
guess
bad.
it wasn't.
Oh.
I
You get to
mean,
pick the litter on PlayStation Home, though.
Yeah, you're right.
it was fun. I enjoyed it.
It was good.
Especially as a woman.
Very weird.
If they have any sniff of you being a woman.
Oh, yeah, they crowd.
Yeah.
Everybody,
wild.
they all
Are
crowd
you
up
a girl?
to you.
Are you a girl? Are you?
And it's funny because they stare at you virtually in PlayStation Home, so they all get close to you, but it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter because nobody can
It
smell
was
anything.
great.
It's chum in the water. Yeah, I made a couple of female avatars, and the difference in behavior was stark. Versus like everybody ignoring that you're there and having nothing to do, versus everybody crowding around you and you can't do anything.
My voice is kind of deep, so everyone just always thinks that I am a young boy, which means you get treated pretty strangely, actually.
Is it worse or better if
confusing
you're a woman?
feelings.
I think it's probably worse if they know you're a girl.
Oh,
But being
okay.
a young boy is also very strange. You're like this shitty kid. And I'm like, hey, it's me. Going back to school.
Oh man.
Have you guys
Mom.
ever catfished anyone in one of those?
Oh, PlayStation Home.
I mean, I don't know how deep Lawrence went with his female avatars, but
I didn't respond to like text messages, but I did enjoy harvesting them. I used to,
harvesting them.
I used to post weird ads on Craigslist with a friend of mine. She was female before you start judging me,
How do you know?
because I knew her in real life.
Oh, okay.
Unless she was like
Real
really good at
friend.
catfishing. But yeah, she would do things like bust out stiletto heels and then step on my hand, and we'd take a photo of it, and then post a Craigslist ad like looking for someone to step on. Must enjoy being stepped
You
on.
had a
like all this stuff.
partner in catfishing people?
I mean, we didn't really lead them on. It was just the ad, and I was curious what kinds of responses we'd get.
Wow.
Yeah, it is very amazing.
That's interesting.
The problem became, and this was my first exposure to like, man, men are kind of dumb, is that every response I got was just a copy and paste, same shit. Like, man, you're real hot. Let's hang out. And like, you didn't even mention the foot stomping. That's what it was all about.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yeah.
One of my friends did a social experiment where she created a dating profile and wrote a bunch of awful shit to see if men would tolerate it, and they totally did. Of
course.
It was like, I like ripping people's teeth out of their mouths, and just like as many like slightly believable but disgusting things that you could think of were on the profile, and dudes would still be like, haha, cool, so you want to meet up?
I think
Yeah.
my entire life has been women underestimating how horny men are. Because it's one of those
Well,
things
we
where-
were both shocked that you masturbate in bathrooms, so
Right.
here we are, right?
Well, the
Shocked.
shower I get now. I
shower's
I
fine.
imagined it differently.
Well, no, but
I
not the
think I did too.
But not the shower. It's in the toilet. I keep trying to tell you.
Toilet is what it's. I'm still weird
The
about it.
the
But
shower's
it's fine.
normal. The
Toilets
Staring
fine
at a
too.
toilet.
No, it's totally fine. But I'm just saying that's something that maybe women don't know.
Let me tell you what the trick is, though.
Oh,
You got to
sorry.
get really good at squats, because you don't want to be too high in your moment of reverie.
Because then
You'll lose
it'll go-
eye tracking.
It'll
You
go
might-
everywhere. Yeah.
So if you dip in a little bit, lower the distance, then you can basically do whatever you want, and you're guaranteed to not have to mop up a mess afterward.
Man, it's just such a shame that and like it seems like I should have thought about this before, but that you have to deal with like one of the best things ever, but then you know that once that thing happens, you have to fucking clean up.
Sort of.
Yeah.
There's ways
That
around it.
sucks.
It's really hard for you guys.
Are there ways around
It's
it?
very
Except
hard.
for socks?
Some dudes wear condoms,
Yeah.
so you just pop her off.
I've done that a couple times.
Yeah,
It's kind of
sure.
weird.
Yeah.
Also, socks are weird.
I'm not fond of the sock method.
Don't you
I
get a
can't.
rash?
Yeah,
from
I
that?
can't imagine that being comfortable.
I don't know. I've only tried it once, but I knew guys that they were like, oh yeah, you try a sock, and I was always like,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm like, doesn't it hurt?
They call her sock bantha.
That's the thing.
Like a whole thing.
Dudes have no taste. So like some in the way that we imagine ladies will light some votives and put on a nice record and like spray some scents in
Nah.
the air and then like bed everything down and have a nice
Definitely no.
sensual evening. We imagine these things, but guys are just like, oh, that tree stump kind of looks like a butt, and then they have sex with it. And also somehow nature has empowered us to ignore basically all pain or physical discomfort in the process of having sex. so-
Absolutely, it has.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, if I'm like deathly ill, like terrible, like cold or anything, I'm like I can't even imagine. But
If anything's a little bit off.
the opposite, I do well. I'm
I
not
do
gonna
well.
get too into it, but
You don't have to get into it.
I've done well in my day.
Yeah, again, it's a bunch of women underestimating how horny men are.
Yeah.
That's what it's time and time
You might be
again.
right.
I've seen it, and I'm always like, you don't realize that's, especially when they're young, all men think about
Yeah.
constantly, and it's like it's almost like a curse. It really is, because it's like you can't stop. And that was one of those things that when I was like 17 or 18, I was always like, can't I just stop for a second? Just let it. I don't want to think about women anymore. And then a woman would walk by, and I'd be like, motherfucker again.
I'm at this LAN party. I just want to
Yeah.
like
I mean,
play some games, have some pizza.
I feel like those are all, though not to get into too much sociological discussion, but I genuinely feel like those factors are why some guys develop a strong resentment of women, because they feel a lack of power when it comes to that. And then some dudes react very childishly to that. Like, well, I hate the thing that has taken power away from me in this way. I hate that I'm dominated by this thing. So
I mean, you're probably totally right about that.
maybe.
What's your subreddit that you go or that you like to explore? Lawrence?
I made my own
No.
for
The cells.
Oh, incel?
Incel. Yeah.
I don't-
Oh, involuntary celibate, right?
That's kind of their like MO, right?
Sort of. Yeah, their thing is kind of like that having sex is a need, and that it's not it's not fair for someone that could provide that and relieve them of their suffering to withhold that.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's what like hookers are for. I guess you have to pay for it.
Well,
right?
and if you're in a place where they're illegal, and then also it's like, so I'm not going to say that all people who subscribe to the incel lifestyle are this way. Not that I even understand it that thoroughly, despite not boning in my life till very, very later on.
You're an educated man.
I am an educated man. That's true. I'm telling you, just squat over the toilet. It's the educated way to do it. But there definitely is an aspect of like, especially for dudes, of a growing bitterness and resentment because you perceive it as being so easy for everyone else. So then you feel like you are being singled out and
I see what you're
hurt
saying, yeah.
It's a victim complex.
a bit, yeah. And again, this is just my analysis of it, having lived through my version of it, is that the victim complex also leaves you of any kind of responsibility. So it's not that you have to learn how to shower or dress or talk to people or even treat someone that you see as a sexual object as a person and then get to know them.
Because it's their fault.
It's their fault. Yeah.
Yeah, because you think that everyone else is getting laid without having to do those things, so why should you? And then media has its own place in the formation of those ideas. So whatever. Valentine's Day can get complicated, I guess.
Especially with a vodka spill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When those bottles pop,
Yeah.
it gets rough.
Just remember, squat when you're masturbating in the toilet.
Yeah, you don't want to hit the rim because then it's like it's white porcelain, so it gets kind of hard to tell where it is.
No, you just use some toilet paper.
I know, but like
Swipe everywhere.
let's say you like go right. Let's say your aim is off, or you get part of it, and then there's a streak, and then you got to go
Let's put
back
down a
and
painter's tarp.
hit it
or
up
some
again.
Garbage bag.
cut up some garbage bags and lay them down. Then you can do the lady thing where you just lay down and do whatever happens.
An Amazon cleaning
Sometimes I don't even
service.
take my pants off.
Yeah.
Like I just.
Yeah, you go to the gym, you get a good squat going. Oh,
Oh man, is that a
lady,
thing?
it's something for the ladies.
Oh, that's so lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like when I think the first time that ever happened, my sexual awakening
What?
was
You?
in I didn't want to say
squatting?
3rd grade or 4th grade, and I remember my jeans rubbing against me the wrong way, and I went
The right way, maybe.
and I froze in the middle of class, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what is that?"
This changes everything.
Oh, yeah, and it literally changed everything. It's true.
Oh, you're just like the kid from the Wonder Years.
That's the way it felt.
Man,
Oh.
I remember.
Are we watching right now someone forcing a guardian to fight a Moldogger?
Yes.
That's very
So
cool.
cool.
So for those who haven't played Zelda, there are these like spider bot tanks with laser cannons, and he like trained one all the way across the world map to this desert where there's this big sand dinosaur, and he's making them fight, which is pretty sweet.
That's super cool.
Yeah,
I'm not good enough to do this.
I know. It
Like,
takes
I'm
a lot.
not.
A lot of practice,
I'll
which I
admit
would
it.
never do, but it's so cool.
I'm on that master mode now. A week from now, and I'll be this good.
I know you're gonna get laid constantly.
Yeah, I am. Oh yeah, Stephanie will be climbing up on me. I'm like, get off! I'm trying to finish this. We do it when I want to, and only when I want to. Which is another beautiful aspect of relationships that a lot of dudes can't seem to grasp.
Is it uncool to like Valentine's Day? Let me pose that question for you guys. I feel like maybe I'm lazy about it. And I don't feel jaded about it. I don't feel like Valentine's Day is a lame holiday. I don't feel that way at all. I think I just feel there are so many holidays now. There are so many moments of, acknowledging the person you love, and then the moments that you just choose for yourself to acknowledge the person that you love.
Yeah.
That I'm kind of like, I don't need it. But I think a lot of people, there's an aversion to Valentine's Day because it's like, oh, this is lame.
It's forced.
It's lame.
Right.
I mean, it's definitely consumerist.
commercialized.
It's just like another thing trying to get you to spend money on the thing that's in every single store. Like, because I'm in a long distance relationship, Valentine's Day is cool because we just send each other stuff, and it's like, I sent you a thing.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's
And
nice.
it's like very cute that way. Whereas I feel like in person, it's kind of sad because every single person at the restaurant you go to get your pizza is doing the same thing. So it is like a little bit lame.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta
You gotta
try to be original. Like me and my creeper box. I'm a hero.
You're really good with like gifts though, Lawrence.
Yeah, you are. You are. I feel like you're good with them.
You think
You
so?
are. Yeah. The tiki, I don't want to share too much of your personal life. The tiki thing.
Well, that was your idea.
I don't think it was mine.
Are you sure?
Brilliant idea.
I think it was
No,
yours.
no. I think we had a conversation about it, but then you were like, "What if I did this to it?"
Oh, I recall
And
it. Yeah. So you suggested that I reach out to Marcus for something custom,
And then you were like, "Well, what if I do this?"
and I did it.
And it's perfect.
And
And
then-
that's all we'll say about that.
Yeah. Am I sharing that? That was also that was for Stephanie's birthday, and it was also at a restaurant that was an audio-visual sensory experience. And I'm finding out that I really love that shit. It's very expensive, so I don't do it a lot. But man, there's some people who like take offense to that sort of thing.
Let me tell you about Rainforest Cafe.
Yes, I took her to Rainforest Cafe,
Fuck yeah.
the place where love blooms.
James loves medieval
I
times.
do actually have a friend who
James
got broken
does it.
up with at Rainforest Cafe.
Got broken up with?
Yeah.
That's not the worst place, most depressing place.
Were they like, did it happen? And then
Wow, the
immediately
rain
after
storm.
the thunder starts rolling in?
Oh god, there's got to be some.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
So my friends and I
Definitely.
we take each other out for our birthdays, and like we won't tell the person whose birthday it is where we're taking them. So we've been to Buca de Beppo 4 times,
Ugh.
Rainforest Cafe once. And it's mostly just like pick the shittiest thing that you think would insult this person the most. And so the Rainforest Cafe one was we took him there for his birthday because he had been broken up with at Rainforest.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, no.
No,
Rolling it in.
Also, the bill was like $500.
Yeah,
How?
it's the Rainforest
It's
Cafe.
really
They gotta pay for
expensive.
alligators.
Did you get a lot of drinks?
Yeah, which are
Alligators
also
are
stupidly
free.
expensive.
Did you get the chocolate lava mountain?
Is there a chocolate lava mountain there?
Oh my
Probably.
Oh, I gotta have one.
I don't know.
We did buy him a balloon hat. There was a lady making balloons there.
Look at that, you get a rainforest shake.
Where's the closest
What's
rainforest
Rainforest
cafe to
about?
us? Disney?
Downtown Disney, I think.
They don't have strawberries in the
No, there's got to be
rainforest.
one closer.
I'm gonna Yelp it.
Please do. In the meantime, we are berating you or barraging you with wonderful tips on how to improve your life and get laid this Valentine's Day. A top tip for me is to improve your fashion sense. You can do that with Stitch Fix, one of the sponsors of this podcast. So Stitch Fix is a clothes by mail service. You'll note that most of the sponsors on this podcast are by mail. That's not an accident. But it's actually great because it's something a little better than, black t-shirts and baggy jeans. You have a personal stylist that's assigned to you. You take a little quiz, sort of saying all the fits you like, all the patterns and colors you like, and then they pick out clothes that match that. They ship it to you. You keep what you like. You send back what you don't. And the styling service is sort of free. Essentially, it's $20, but if you keep anything, that's applied towards whatever item. So if you don't keep anything, it's $20 just for the service. But it calibrates towards you, so they keep a file on you, kind of like the government has on me. And as you fill out surveys and send items back, they'll basically mark down what you liked and what you didn't, and that helps stylists sort of triangulate on what you actually like. And I've gotten 3 or 4, and each one was progressively better. So the setup totally works. And this is the thing that I think a lot of people just kind of assume, since most like buy mail services are subscription. This is totally on demand. So you don't have to sign up for anything. You can just do it once and try it out. If you like it, you can do it again. I've kind of fallen into a rhythm of doing it every 4 to 5 months just to get some new cool, higher quality clothes in my rotation. So if that sounds good to you, if you'd like to try it out, please go to stitchfix.com/dudesoup and you can get 25% off your Stitch Fix box if you keep all the items in it. Once more, that's stitchfix.com/dudesoup. You can look better, feel better today, or I guess 3 or 4 days from now whenever the box arrives.
Stitch Fix knew I like shorts, and they sent me these shorts. And now I have these blue shorts that I actually love.
Those
he's a
quite
new
nice
man.
shorts.
They knew I like shorts, so
I'm-
they sent me some shorts. Those are actually really nice
I like
shorts.
the
Though.
shorts.
I like
them.
those a
They're
lot.
nice. They're fun.
I didn't mean to tease you. I just
You can
like,
tease me
I
all
just
you
like
want,
the,
Elise.
they need
You're allowed to tease me all you want.
There's, is that? Sorry, Lawrence.
Yeah, we're good. It's funny you brought up Valentine's Day not being cool. There's typically always, people who are like, Valentine's Day sucks, it's just commercialization, and why should it be rubbed in my face? So there's a whole group in Japan, this is from Kotaku, that protest Valentine's Day, the commercialization of it. They're pretty rad. The Revolutionary League of Lonely Souls gets together in Japan and marches through Shibuya to demonstrate that Valentine's Day is bad and you should not like it.
But they're all smiling.
Yeah,
We're having a good
so
time.
I write into this a bit. People aren't sure if it's a joke or not.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of the Singles Awareness Day thing?
Oh, yeah.
People will be like,
Yeah.
you mean like Singles Awareness Day?
Yeah.
Every dad makes that joke.
Yeah.
I think it might be the same as that. I'm not sure though.
Yeah?
Also, they're not lonely.
They're with
because
Oh, look
they're
at all
with
their
other people
friends.
and they're protesting.
yeah, Lawrence, is it like incels where if you have sex with somebody in incels and they ostracize
They
you,
turn on you?
if you meet and fall in love at the anti-Valentine's Day,
Yeah,
kicked
what
out of the parade.
happens?
yeah, what's the
I couldn't say.
Funny thing, they don't actually do the protest on Valentine's Day. So, no.
Oh.
Why do you know so
Yeah.
much about the
This-
League of Lonely Souls?
This was yesterday.
It's almost like I read into the thing that he linked me to.
Ah,
No, it's so it's tough because the website
is that Vegeta?
I know Vegeta. Everything in Japan is Vegeta. So the website, it goes back a long way. This is Google translated here. Godiva equals chocolate. I will not yield to incentives of capital. A revolutionary non-mote alliance. This is a brief aside. Mote is the quality of somebody being popular with the opposite sex. So if you were non-mote, you were not attractive. Apparently that was not translatable. Damn it, Google. Calling for solidarity between non-moties to build a bright future for people without motivation will hold a Valentine's Day crushing demonstration. Godiva, a chocolate capital, is talking about talking about advertisements that instigate masses, but do not give in to such incitement. Let's not knock out the old trainings such as Valentine's Day before it is complete. So yeah, a little broken, Google Translate, but they listed the thing here. It happened on February 12th, and it's not the first one either. There's years and years and years of them chronicled here.
Wow.
I think it started in 2006.
So I know that, I think it's on Valentine's Day in Japan, a girl gives chocolate to a man, and then he's supposed to return it on what is
White
called
Day?
White Day, which is like
Really?
a month later.
So how do they feel about White Day then, Lawrence? Are they anti that as
Yeah.
well? Do
I
you
would
know?
assume. I haven't seen a whole lot of mention of White Day just yet, but
Oh, okay.
I actually hadn't considered that it might be like a self-aware joke, but I suppose it could be. That does kind of fall in line with my perception of Japanese humor, which is
Yeah.
like doing something totally straight-laced but kind of self-aware. But I like their signs. I appreciate the
Nice signs.
the effort
Yep.
there. Oh yeah, there's the just keep marching. I don't know. Oh, look at them all. They're all smiling.
Peaceful
they-
protest.
they look like they're having a great time.
Yeah, see, they look like they're just stoked to be there.
And they're not lonely.
That guy packed a lunch.
Yeah.
He was a little nervous and-
We got everyone some sandwiches and rolling down the street.
So
said-
are these people that are, you said, not attractive?
They consider themselves to not be attractive to the
They look
opposite
fine.
sex.
Yeah, I think the dude with the glasses in the front looks kind of cute.
I said Vegeta, I meant Piccolo.
Yeah, I
The-
figured you did
yeah,
actually. I weirdly was like, I think you're referring to the
I
green
did.
one.
So this seems primarily based around their objection to the commercialization of it.
Sure.
But then they also mix
Which
it
is the
together
concept of like having to buy the chocolate to give
Right.
to a person.
Yes.
Because that
And-
is like a thing that is almost expected, and I'm pretty sure that it's not necessarily romantic as well. You can buy someone chocolate just as like, hey, I appreciate you as a
Anytime,
human. Yeah.
right. The chocolate exists all the time.
Well, and Godiva chocolates are particularly expensive.
They're
right.
also very good.
They are
Godiva
delicious,
chocolate's very, very
but expensive.
As according to my research, it has become a thing where the chocolate gets mass produced, so it doesn't even taste that good.
Oh,
Ah.
Maybe not the Godiva stuff, and so it's this whole weird rigmarole where like, women will buy chocolate for guys, and then guys will just throw it away. So it's this weird process.
Oh, because they don't want to eat it anyway.
Yeah, because it's not good.
It's just
and
a symbol.
It's also not like you said. It's not a romantic thing. Sometimes it's just a cultural thing. Give chocolate to a dude that you appreciate. Again,
Dude
guys
looks
have it
pretty
rough.
suave. Do you think
He
they're just doing
does.
this to pick up chicks?
that makes a
Look
lot
at
of
those
sense,
rebels.
actually. Because then
Bad
the
boys.
chicks feel lonely or feel bad for them because they're
Yeah.
lonely. And they say, well, hold on. I'll be with you for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It worked.
I don't think any of those people are particularly unattractive.
Oh yeah, I tried to translate that sign. So, I discovered something beautiful when I was trying to sign up for a Japanese PlayStation account. Is that Google Translate has this feature where it'll translate stuff through your phone camera?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah.
fucking
they
rad.
they just started that. It's really cool.
That's super cool.
So let me see here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of photos on their Twitter account. Some of the signs are forward-facing enough to be translated, and actually it looks pretty like cyberpunk cool to see it. Unfortunately, this is going to be very hard to show the audience.
It's like
but-
an AR thing, right?
yeah. Maybe your reactions will.
Oh,
Isn't that cool?
What?
Isn't that neat?
Except it like freaks out sometimes, which makes it look really fucking cool.
I saw this.
Valentine's
I saw this. So somebody was doing a demo of it. So basically,
Oh,
what
it just splashed
for
the
the-
word
yeah.
supremacy in there.
for the
Let
people
me-
listening,
Let me see what I can do here.
and that's tough. I mean, you can turn the camera around if you wanted to.
Turn the
The
camera.
webcam.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was. Okay,
Uh,
but there's two webcams.
ju-
All right, so I'll do one and
Yeah,
then
do
the
that
other.
one. Yeah, it shows the words that they show up.
Please adjust brightness.
Oh man, they basically show up over the kanji.
Yeah.
which
it's
is
a little
really-
flickery because it's like it's handwritten,
Oh,
but
that's so cool.
it does. I think it looks
That's
fucking
very
sweet.
Yeah,
cool.
that is neat.
But also, I feel like it's just giving us weird political messages because I just saw the supremacy and Korea and Lita in
I know,
there.
I
Like,
did see a lot
what
of
is
that.
this?
I think it's subliminally
Right.
brainwashing us.
Hey,
Is
man,
this like a
that's-
Clockwork Orange situation?
Could be Valentine bulk.
Bulkier old.
Election?
Here they go. Valentine's Day
Supremacy?
One flower divided.
mushroom.
Valentine's trunk jaw.
It's close. Google's still got some work.
Well, and it's also
I
it's a
love it.
hand scribbled sign. It's a photo, so it's not like pure clear text. But still, cool as hell.
So cool.
And it did allow me to sign up for a Japanese PlayStation account, so I was able to play DJ Max. Thank you for asking. Again, one
Congrats.
of those things. You guys ever? Speaking of Valentine's Day and romance,
Uh-huh.
is there ever a thing any of you used to do in seclusion, thinking that, man, someday I hope I meet somebody who's really turned on by this thing?
What do you mean? Turn on by what? Valentine's Day?
Whatever you're doing, whatever's like, because I used to play like really complicated and difficult rhythm games by myself, and I remember being in an arcade.
He's a
just-
member of the League of Lonely Souls.
Yeah, this is why this shit resonates with me. But I remember being in the arcade, tapping out those notes, just going hog wild on some terrible Japanese EDM, and thinking, man, someday some lady is gonna see me being good at this game, and she'll be totally turned on.
Does Stephanie like it?
She does, actually.
There you go.
I got crazy lucky.
Nice.
So I was curious if. Oh yeah, so there's a translation from a tweet. I was able to smash the Valentine's Day safely this year. Thank you very much for participating in the demo.
Yeah, I feel like it's a thing they do for fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced it's serious.
Okay, by
I
that.
think like
a
one guy
theory.
takes it serious.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
he didn't get clued in on the joke.
Yeah.
And he's there full
trying
throttle.
to, Lawrence, I fart a lot.
Oh,
And
you're
I
hoping
don't,
to
I don't
find-
want someone to be turned on by someone farting.
There, I did see. I don't know if I can make it through this without gagging, but there was in the '90s there was this Canadian talk show called Jonovision, hosted by Jonathan Torrance. Anyway, that means nothing to anybody. But they would have weird people on, like a soft Jerry Springer, and there were this like young teenage couple that apparently like loved giving each other farts.
Well,
I know, it makes me gag like thinking about it.
In like a kink way?
I can't. It kind of yeah.
probably. It had
Wait,
to be.
kink?
Makes me
farts?
gag. I can't even.
No kink.
oh.
I could type out text for one of you to read and just describe it. I wonder if you could Google and find it if you search Jonovision farts.
Is it H?
JONOV and then vision. Nah. It might
The
it might
history
be
of
lost
the overly
to
ambitious
the.
eagle? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that was a weird.
It's
that was
probably
a weird
lost
link.
to the history of Canadian television,
It's
but
tagged to
How did they give
Jonovision.
each other farts, Elise?
like go into a closet together, and I don't remember all of
Did
it.
they like stick their noses in each other's butts?
I can't.
What if they used like
I can't.
tubes?
That's a real thing. Like that's a real fetish that people do.
Yeah.
It makes me gag.
If the
but-
thing exists, there's probably a fetish for it.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And there will be somebody who will happily eat that thing from you, suck it down, and be very turned on by it. That's one thing I love, is when people find who they're meant
Go
for
on.
in this world.
Sure.
I feel like Autumn has been very open about letting me fart in front of her. She's always like, "You should fart." I'm always like, "Okay," and then I do it. And it
That's
stinks.
good.
She pats your back when you're like,
I mean, Blaine is very foddy as a human.
That makes sense.
I'm not a big fan of
too.
it, but it's fine.
I mean, if it's causing you like physical pain
Right.
and distress, like I don't know,
Relief.
just, you know, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
rough.
Stephanie has not many rules, but that's one of them. That line never be crossed. Maybe not intentionally.
Oh, that you like you're not allowed to fart in front of her?
No.
Huh.
And some people react very strongly to this. I think in every relationship there's certain meanings in the middle, and that's not a bridge too far for me.
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But it is for some people. It has taught me ironclad self-control.
Like, what do you think would
He's a
happen if you just
ninja.
accidentally farted one day?
She would be very upset.
Even if it was an accident,
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to have a talk about it?
This fucking thing.
it looks good.
Yeah. Okay. It wasn't even before, but
I'm betting Stephanie will give you a little leeway, right?
I mean, it's gotta happen
one.
at some point.
It's
Yeah.
been like 3 years at this point. I'm probably allowed one.
Can I be there when it happens? Like, can I be a fly on the wall
set this
for
up?
this fart?
Well, we can work something out. I think the problem would be that she would be discreet in the presence of other people. So, like, you might be able to detect something's going on, but she'd probably store up her her frustration until we were in private.
She doesn't know I'm there.
So some sort of one-way mirror situation.
Yeah, you got some? I bet.
So when you have to fart, do you just go to the other room?
Yeah. I'll excuse myself to the bathroom, or
I usually do that most of the time anyways, just because I think it's embarrassing for somebody to be like,
Well,
oh, you stink. I don't know. Except for in the office.
Yeah, no, I feel like Blaine enjoys that a lot.
Lawrence, when you go to the bathroom to fart, and she's like, "What are you doing?" Are you like, "I'm masturbating into the toilet"? Like you have to like conceal it.
Like, which is better?
So much, yeah.
I'm watching porn. I swear she looks like you.
She looks like that's almost worse.
Some people think it's sweet. Like, what was that politician that got busted on porn, except it looked exactly like his wife?
Really?
So some people were like, well, that's kind of sweet,
I feel like
guess.
that's kind of sweet.
Like if you're traveling, and I guess ideally you would ask your partner, like, hey, rub one out and film it for me. But, iCloud,
Ideally.
gate situations. So yeah, I think if you have a chosen performer that is similar to your loved one, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that's nice.
That's very nice of you.
In this digital age, I do wonder, like, where do you draw the line at cheating when it comes to romance and stuff like that?
To porno, you mean? Or?
Well, I mean porno and beyond. So let's say that, it goes in degrees. So masturbating to porn while you're with somebody, typically not considered cheating. What if you fuck a fleshlight while watching porn? What if...
Still no.
Still no? Okay, what if you fuck a sex doll?
I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider, like, weird, that you're like, my partner's into this, and I'm not, like...
So I had a boyfriend who... I was using his laptop to do an assignment when I was in university.
Oh, dear.
And I guess he had, like, a browser that he used as a porn browser, and then, like, he had his other browser. And
So was it Edge?
Keep it contained. Yeah.
And his porn browser was Chrome, I think. And so I was just like, oh, I'm going to pull up Chrome because that's what I'm used to using. So I'm going to do my thing on this. And as I was like typing in the search bar, I guess he wasn't doing incognito or anything. And the porn was old guys with young girls.
That's a thing.
It fucked me up for a bit because I was like, okay, what does your fantasy for...
Was he old?
Really? No, he was a year older than me.
Okay, that's nothing.
No, but I was like, what does your fantasy for old dudes having sex with really young women imply about your interests?
Right.
And how does that make sense in our relationship?
Yeah.
And I was like very turned off. I didn't ever talk to him about it because I was like, it's like, you do you. That's private, and I shouldn't have ever even come across it. But I was still like,
You never asked him, huh?
No. Huh. But it was very off-putting. Yeah. Does he picture himself as an old man? Like, what is this?
I would have asked right away.
Yeah, maybe I kind of regret it, I think,
I would have asked right away. I would have been like, what does this mean? Because then I would have, because I
just feel
want
like
to know the inside.
He would have reacted in a way that was like, so like, because he had told me, that's the other thing, I forgot about this. He told me that he didn't watch porn, and I knew that was a lie. I knew that was a lie. It was like, come on, all right. But like, if I think he would have just been super defensive about it, and it would have been very uncomfortable, and we never would have forgotten it. It just would have been super weird.
If this is too personal, you don't have to answer, but if it was an old woman and a young man, would you have just been like, oh, okay, he's got a fetish for like MILFs?
I feel like I would
women.
find it equally weird.
Oh, okay.
In a way that I would be like, not even that I had a problem with it. It was literally just, what does this mean for our relationship?
Because I think for me, I'd be like, I'd see the old man, young woman thing, and I'd be like, okay, well, he's not an old man. He's not a young woman.
Is he attracted to old men? Or is my thought was it's
or,
probably an innocence thing.
Yeah, there's something about this relationship that between these two people that he's getting off on. But if it was a young man like himself and an old woman, I'd be like, oh, he's into old women.
Yeah, you might be right. Maybe I would have found that weirder.
Or maybe it was just easy for him to find younger women. Did he eat it? When he searched old man, young women.
Yeah, like maybe he's just into old dudes.
I have a theory, and that I've seen people discuss this before. Some guys don't like seeing attractive men in porn. So there may be a factor where it's like, I don't want to see a dude who's like ripped and hot banging a girl because it makes me feel like I won't be able to do that.
Exactly.
Wow.
But if there's a creepy old dude, then it's easier for me to just like screen him out, and then I can focus on the woman. I don't know. Maybe there's an aspect.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Who knows, man? I'm just throwing things out there.
I've often heard a lot of the women in my life have told me that most of the porn they watch is lesbian porn.
I've heard that too.
Is
Because
not
women actually know what to do.
Well, and also like they also usually say the dude in porn is disgusting, and that's usually true. Usually the dude's like like grunting like an animal, and
I
it's
watch
really gross.
all porn on mute.
Yeah,
All of it. But the thing with lesbian porn that gets me is they always have these really long nails.
Oh yeah.
They always have
do?
really long acrylic
yeah, they're
nails.
always scraping
that I'm always
business
just like,
everywhere.
That doesn't make
oh,
any sense.
I don't like it.
It doesn't make any sense in a sexual context.
I didn't know that
for,
at all.
Hurting someone.
Even in the thumbnails, you can see the long. And I'm. Oh,
It also
I
makes
get-
no sense for typists. I feel
Yeah,
like
you're right.
typists always have the like you go to somewhere and the receptionist, her nails are this long.
She just
Get
likes
rid
her
of it.
nails that
And you're
way.
like, how are you?
That makes
Well,
her
they always
feel
have
good.
to type with like the pads.
So
they figure it out. It's impressive.
a lesbian that I'm friends with told me that she, weirdly enough, only watches gay porn with two dudes.
I've heard that too.
Right.
I've absolutely heard
So
that.
it's supposed to be like her
go.
thing was that it seems like two people who are just genuinely stoked to be having sex with each
Yeah,
other,
yeah.
and a lot of lesbian porn seems too staged.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. I think generally porn in general is too staged. I think
Yeah.
that to me that then it like throws the like basically like I can picture the crew behind the camera,
Right.
and be like, ugh, like that's fucking that's
Well,
disgusting.
the mute thing is because the women fake screaming annoys me so much that I would be like, I don't even want to watch this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, stop yelling the whole time.
There was one time I used to think that was like totally fake. I was like, nah, there's no way. And then I had a roommate who brought this girl over, and they were fucking so loud that my roommate and I I had two roommates, and my other roommate and I had to leave the house, and we walked down onto the street. And we're like standing outside. He was smoking, and I was just like, "This is so loud," and we could hear it down the street.
But maybe she
Wow.
was just.
That's what I was gonna
putting
say.
that
I'm
on.
pretty
Like,
sure
was
she was
she
putting
faking
on
it also?
She
Yeah.
probably was, because that's both of us were like, she's putting on a show. She has to be putting on
Yeah.
a show, right? And like, it was crazy. It blew my
I'm sure there
mind.
are some exceptions, but for the most part, yeah.
some ladies, some ladies like performing. Sometimes it's
Fine
a.
too, I guess.
Sometimes it's it's meant to instruct. So it's like you might not really be in a screaming moment.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's true.
encourage.
if he hits a good spot, you're like, oh shit, yeah, keep doing that. But you just
a
go
good
like,
point.
whoa.
That's the thing. The porn thing is like they scream consistently.
Always, no
And
matter
you're like,
what's
where's the
happening.
high?
Yeah.
Where's the like? You can't even tell if she came like at any point because she's just still screaming the
Because
whole
she's
time.
always coming.
Yeah.
Because that's how awesome sex
I
is.
find it infuriating.
It is very frustrating.
Keeps me up at night.
Speaking of weird sounds, I found. Okay, so we recently came back from RTX Australia, and there were some awesome flyers in the bags they handed out to everyone. We got to sign a few that had Limp Bizkit on it for some reason, but there was another one that was excellent that describes a band that I'm pretty sure I would really actually love, unironically, and I loved the description of it so much that I want Bruce to read it.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
I have my own graphic header.
Yeah, you do, Bruce.
That's so great.
Okay, so Bruce, please, I guess you can read it in whatever order you want, but there's actually here, let me show it to the audience real
Yeah,
quick.
That's a
So this is that's a flyer for the band Back.
Is it
B-A-K.
Back? Is it
B-A-K.
There might be some cool way to pronounce it that I'm not aware of.
Bach.
But I want to make this clear. I'm actually probably going to look these guys up and genuinely listen to them. But Bruce, if you could take it away, please.
Of course. Do you want me to say Back or Bach?
We'll say Back. That
All right.
sounds crazier.
Back are an intricate fusion of progressive rock and strong Middle Eastern themes. Ethno-prog. Like Tool doing a tribute to Disney's Aladdin. It's supposed to sound cool.
It's cool, Bruce.
The band's latest release, Flower, seamlessly weaves in and out of purposeful heavy chord sections with enormous vocal layers between the deliciously anxiety-ridden melodic sections of traditional Middle Eastern instrumentation. Backlandia, a fictional universe with multiple worlds, ruled by the Backmaster, where Back and the music exists. Backlandia is the source of all the visual imagery. http://backmusic.com/backology.
Can we go there?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Sorry, what was it again?
Backmusic.com/backology. And then in big yellow letters, win a $250 Steam voucher.
Whoa.
404.
How do you spell Backology?
That's spelt right.
You got it.
Yeah, you
mean,
nailed it.
Yeah, you got it.
Well,
Download Back's debut EP Flower from Bandcamp
It's pretty.
to go in the running to win a
nice.
$250 Steam voucher courtesy of yeah, that's what it says. Courtesy symphonic prog rock band Back.
No, that animation
Oh, the
looks
A is
cool.
lowercase in that one.
It is. That's a thing that they may do sometimes.
Yeah.
Simply head to the Bandcamp link below, download the EP, and enter to win. Backmusic.bandcamp.com.
So
Thank
wait,
you,
this
Bruce.
was
You're
in
welcome.
the bags they were giving out at RTX.
The RTX
Yeah.
Sydney gift bags, I guess.
Okay.
oh man, they even did like a progressive
Wait, is this
art
Back?
house. Yeah, I think
Wow.
so. Life and Perception Part 1.
How
and
does the
2.
music sound?
Oh, the animation looks cool. I like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
Oh,
I mean, we don't know when we're gonna dive in, so these are mystery beats. It's like Tool meets Disney's Aladdin.
No, it's not. It's
You're right, it is.
Neither one of those things.
It's very chill.
It's good studying music. They
Yeah.
finally took that stream offline. I mean, it's back, but
Get
It's
it?
back.
It's
Get
back.
it?
there we go.
There's some rock and roll I hear.
yeah,
What is this?
it's super sweet.
I say it's more like Surge Tankian than Tool.
Yeah, I would agree.
But
I feel like I like it.
I like
Yeah.
I like Surge.
I was gonna say, don't they know that Surge
Yeah.
Tanking did this years ago?
They can do it
System
The
of a
world
Down
has
did
been
this
starved.
a million years ago.
for more of this music, and I'm glad that Back is here.
It's back.
It's back. Shit.
That's pretty cool cover art, actually. It's all
The
the
art's
imagery
cool.
inspired by
Classic
Backlandia.
flower.
Oh, look at that shadow, though.
Wow.
It moves with your
Fucking
That is-
HTML5.
The single coolest thing on the website.
Fucking rad. Fucking rad. Well, before Back lulls you into a mystery world, let Casper whisk you away into a world of dreams when you sleep every night. Casper sponsoring this podcast, and they make wonderful mattresses, space-age material, cutting-edge tech. They have 3 mattress lines to choose from. There's the original Casper, the innovative Wave, and the streamlined Essential. I love reading product names. I'll never get tired of that. Casper promises, and they empower you to wake up feeling refreshed and rejuvenated and without back pain. So you can be sure of your Casper purchase with a 100-night risk-free sleep-on-it trial. It's almost 3 months to try out a mattress. Nobody else will do that. So risk-free trial. They'll send it to you. Returns are hassle-free if you're not completely satisfied. And for a limited time, you can go to casper.com/savings and get $200 off your purchase of $2,000 or more. And that's about right for a good mattress. Just by the way, mattresses are expensive. Good ones are anyway. So stop sleeping on a pile of cardboard boxes, because that's what I did for a very long time. Live right, live well, treat yourself good. Get a Casper mattress. Also pretty good for the lovemaking. Not gonna lie. If you ever have problems with traction, if your heels start slipping back and you
my
lose the
gosh.
thrust,
Get it
I
back.
hate when Lawrence talks about those.
you gotta put your back into it, Bruce.
How often does he talk about this?
More than you know. More than you know.
Disgustingly often. But yeah, it's perfect for that. It conforms to every shape. Whatever, you want to tuck them up into a ball and go to town, you can do that too. And you'll stay right where you need to. It's got the perfect spring and bounce. I'm going to stop talking about this. But yes, please go to casper.com/savings for $200 off your purchase of $2,000 or more. And that offer expires February 20th. Terms and conditions apply.
That's soon.
You can check that out at casper.com/terms for more details. But once more, that's casper.com/savings. Please go check it out. Treat yourself to a good night's sleep. Treat yourself to something. Valentine's Day is about treating yourself.
No, it's not.
No.
Can be
Yeah,
if you
treat
want.
yourself.
Treat yourself.
It's about treating the loved one, your partner.
Nah. I mean, what if I am my
Well,
loved one?
no,
Oh, you play Zelda on Valentine's Day every year?
You're going to watch me. Don't tell me what to do. Don't look at your phone. You're supposed to sit there and clap when I do. You're clapping too loud.
man.
I'm going to circle back around to it because I'm fascinated by this question, and it's something that I think everybody sort of decides for themselves at various points. But like, at what point is something considered infidelity or makes you uncomfortable? Somebody in chat, I think Lauren, was talking about how VR stuff is kind of where it gets weird when you can put on like 3D goggles and sort of transmute. I think if Stephanie came home and I were like 3D fucking an anime girl,
Humping the air.
yeah, that'd be an issue. Oh yeah, there's that. I need to look up that trailer.
Well, okay. Is having sex with one of the robots in Westworld cheating?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, that's a really good. Yeah,
They're so human, and we know that they're the
Before
limits
that
of
happens.
their love.
Like before they...
before we know that they're sentient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely feel weird about it.
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
also
I would too.
feel weird about that.
If James is like, I'm gonna go to Westworld and I'm going to fuck this like biologically like sufficient model.
That's
I'd be
technically
like,
consenting also, so it's...
yeah.
sorry
Yeah.
about that.
I would find it weird.
I think I would too.
I would not be game for it.
Huh. Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, I would not be game for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd be like, wait a minute, you want another robot dude to fuck you?
Because they're providing such a human experience that...
Yes.
It's like quiet.
Yeah, It's like Shape of Water.
Whereas VR, I
You
feel
make noise
less
or do you
so.
squawk?
Well, VR is like not quite a human. There's some imagination involved, I guess. Just very little.
Yeah.
So yeah, what is the core of it that's uncomfortable? It's
That
the
it
notion.
seems so real.
Yeah.
It's not sexual in nature, but I saw recently that there's this like Uber service where it's not Uber, but it's human Uber. So it's like if you don't want to go to a party, you send somebody with an iPad on their face
Oh yeah.
to a party, and then like you're Skyping in.
I've seen those.
You can't show that.
Yeah. Well, they got it on YouTube somehow.
I've actually tried VR porn and hated it aggressively.
Was what was the rig out? Because dudes.
I think it was on a 5, and you could try both the female and the male version. And the problem is that, so I put the headset on, the dude tells me that I'm probably going to hate it because apparently most women respond to it in a really negative way where they
Really?
like laugh and take the headset off.
How odd.
And it's
Product
because
developed by men would not.
you can't consent to anything that's happening. So a dude walks in the room and just starts doing shit to your virtual body, and you're like, fucking nope. Like, and he could do something that you wouldn't like, but there's no button to be like, no.
That makes sense.
So it's very uncomfortable because you like, and it feels like you're just stuck there, that you just see this body that's not moving below you. So it's like, it's just bad. But I still laughed. So it's like entertaining but terrifying.
Yeah, I don't think I could take it seriously. With the human Uber going to like parties and stuff on your behalf, would you guys feel like, say like I'm like you're having a birthday party, and then I show up at your birthday party, but it's my conduit who's got an iPad on their face, and I'm like, hey guys, like how's it going? Would you guys be offended that I wasn't there?
Yeah, because you'd be lazy.
I think it'd be
But
awesome.
I sent the thing. I
Well-
paid for the thing.
So wait,
Doesn't make it less lazy.
So you're just sitting at your apartment, but you're Skyping in.
I'm Skyping in.
I'd be down with that. I'd only be upset when 3 minutes after you start looking at your phone through
Yeah.
Skype instead of watching me play Zelda.
You don't know.
You'd be. I believe that's too lazy.
So I mean, my parents
Just don't
FaceTime me
come.
on Christmas and stuff, but
Yeah.
that's because I'm in a different country.
Yeah, me
so
too.
I'm still like often right. So I'm still often in social
Elise-
situations
Elise is
over
10 minutes
FaceTime.
away.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with it. I think I'm cool with it,
Yeah.
unless you don't have any
yeah,
good reason.
Elise is trying to convince you. Don't let her convince you.
But
Tell her
if,
she has to come.
if you have no good reason
Hold
for
on.
it, then maybe. But you're like, oh, I'm kind of tired. I'm not feeling great. Then I'm like, sure, bring your iPad on wheels. That's cool.
Well, that's how people socialize now to a large degree. It's like texting or playing a game together.
Yeah.
But they don't come to a party though. It's not like you're like, hey, I brought my friend. They're on my phone. Like they don't ever do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess
One day.
when I think about it in my parlance, it'd be like, hey, we're having a LAN party. Everybody come over. And then somebody would be like, I'll just connect over the internet.
That's bullshit.
like, that's not the point.
yeah, that's
dude.
a LAN
Okay.
party's supposed to be everybody in the same room.
Yeah.
I have a cold. It's not that bad of it. Like it's just sore throat.
Then just don't
stuff.
come.
No.
Fine with it.
Just stay home.
No,
But I
bring,
don't
bring
send the
your robot
proxy?
on wheels.
No, I don't need that proxy.
I like it.
It can open door. It's a man, actually. It's not a robot.
It's on a rope. It's on a.
It's a human that
on a
has
dog
an
body.
iPad on their face.
It's
The person is having to hold it.
It's Super Dave from
It
Arrested
is.
Development.
It is Super Day for Restaurant. You can find it. You can probably Google it, like
what, do you remember anything about what it's
The
called?
surrogate, I think, right?
party surrogate, maybe.
Yeah. Surrogacy
No, it's
ideas
like,
on
it's like,
Pinterest.
or like human Uber or something like that.
Ah.
I mean,
Or like-
if
I
you
think
go
it's-
to,
I
I've
think
seen
it's
a bunch of them at
definitely
CES,
Japanese.
and you can like talk to someone who's
Ah.
Oh,
works
there
at
it
the
is.
company who's in
Okay.
Japan or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's me at your party.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Wait, it is a
surprisingly
person?
natural.
Yeah, it's a person.
Okay,
with a-
now against it. Back to
What?
being against.
Wait, so you're not for me
So
sending.
she wants a robot.
Yeah, I thought it was like iPad on wheels.
Bipedal
which is what I've
device.
seen.
no, It's 'cause it's cool.
no.
Because an iPad on wheels would be the life of the party for a little bit. People would be taking shots with
Yeah.
the robot.
They'd love it.
Like, "Eh."
This, no. It's because the issue is not, I don't have the issue with you not coming to the party. I have an issue with you inviting a fucking stranger to the party who's wearing a headset.
How are they going to drink
They're-
with that thing on their face?
I've had them tested. They're clean.
Yeah, that's what it's talking about.
And I will have the bill of health taped to their chest. But
No,
They-
it feels a little like slavery is the thing.
they're
No,
paid.
they get
I
they
mean,
get
they are
paid.
getting paid.
They're getting paid.
Yeah.
Maybe you like them more than me.
Oh,
Maybe you.
Are they allowed to speak?
I give them a break. They would have like a 30-minute
What do they
break.
do? They go stand in the corner?
They have a break where you guys could, if you
Smoke
so
a cigarette.
chose to.
How do you give them commands? You're like, hey, I want to go talk to this person. They're like, I don't know the name of that person. Who are you referring to? And you're like, walk forward, go to the right. Like, do they
Yeah.
do that too?
There's 2 diodes on your
guess.
neck, and it shocks you if you have to turn one way or the other.
I have to describe them.
Yeah.
I go, hey, Bruce. And then Bruce would see me. And then he'd go, hey, Elise. And he'd come over.
I'd be like, Elise,
Give
why
you a
didn't
hug
just
and it'd be someone else.
not come to the party? Why did you bring
I
the
go, what are you
robot?
talking about? I'm here. And then, yeah, they'd take their break. And then maybe you guys get to know them. And then maybe you like them more than me.
Get to know them. You know what you could do? You could do Ubers for sex. Then you could send a human Uber, and then you could have sex with them.
Oh, that feels.
But it would have
You
Elisa's
mean
face
just like
on
by one of
it.
the? Oh, I see.
Wow.
Can't you do that?
Wow.
Can't
Yeah,
you
it's
do
a
that?
great job.
So, I mean, you can just order an escort and say, wear this mask.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have
Yeah.
Elisa's face.
Yeah, it wouldn't be live.
I'm saying put
But it
that
wouldn't be like a live
live.
Skype with Elise.
Wow.
There's a
Wow.
a girl who I guess lives vaguely near me that I can sometimes overhear having sex, and she woos.
Woo!
She'll be like, woo!
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like she's
Yeah.
at a
Oh, wait.
basketball game?
Oh yeah, she's a woo girl.
Who-
It's great.
I thought he was going to
I actually like it quite a
sex
bit.
woo. Ghost sex
But
woo.
yeah, no, there's a sweet comic. No, that's not it. I mean, that's close to it. Damn it.
What is it?
There's some dude getting a blowjob from a ghost, and the ghost keeps going, woo! Anyway, it's a cool comic, but I can't find it now. I promise it exists.
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me mix it up here a little bit. Maybe
Nice.
maybe the ghost is.
What are we watching right now? Is this
This is Akihabara?
Japanese people
Yeah,
on trains?
I found this YouTube channel that just uploads like bulk candid footage from Japan in the
It's like
early
Persona
90s.
5 all over again.
It's really weird.
Just
It's fucking
salarymen.
cool. Damn it. Oh, okay. I guess this is it. This is the original. Everyone, the fabled sweet comic.
Ghost blowjob. Woo woo woo. Juice
You have to yell
tell.
every time.
In the next room.
Cute. And the-
Yeah, I mean, so it's ideally or theoretically that what did auto play it after this? Whatever, who cares? Hopefully there's not another dick. It's probably okay.
It seems like some kind of video game.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the concept of like bringing an escort over and then strapping an iPad to their face and having sex with them is uncomfortable because essentially you'd be taking Elise's digital presence without her consent, or though perhaps with her consent,
Yeah.
totally fine.
Oh yeah, hold on. She might have her consent.
But then you're robbing autonomy from the person you're fucking. And,
That's not
I mean,
true.
you'd throw $20 at them, I guess.
You could ask them too.
What,
Whisper in their ear.
Yeah, Terry, are you cool with this?
But
Call me Elise.
Yeah, Terry.
inevitably, what would happen though is an Elise fan would then find a video of Elise and then have sex with it via an intermediary.
They already done it.
So that's the thing. It's like, at one point, I mean, I guess
So this
you're
is the
not
thing
allowed.
that's already happening with porn stars is that they figured out how to like 3D map a porn star's, a celebrity's face to a porn star's
Yeah.
body.
Deep fakes.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's really gross, but this is something that like is going to happen and going to get more intense. So what happens when deep fakes are in VR?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that kind of I feel like the tech is going to be there. So now we have to start telling people maybe have respect for people you haven't met and don't do that shit and don't. But people are going to. So it's like,
Yeah.
man, this is
Common
just where it's
courtesy?
going.
No.
There's a website that I think it's like comeonpics.com or something, and there was
things.
Yes.
Other,
Yeah,
not
well-
specific.
I'm not sure what it is.
What could that
I go
be
there, I
used
go
for?
there all the time.
well, no, there was a forum of me on there with just people who had just come on images of my face,
Oh.
and I asked,
What?
I contacted the site and was like, I basically got a legal team to
Oh,
issue
I
them a
remember this.
takedown.
I remember you tweeting about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they were like, hey, because of rising bandwidth costs, you
Yeah.
can buy us an Amazon gift voucher and then we'll take it down. And I was like, obviously no.
Wow.
But they like refused to take the images down.
Really? Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, people send me stuff all the time of me mapped onto, and it's not even like, it's like goofy faces always too, because I only make goofy faces, and I'm like, I don't know how that's working out for you, but
You tried.
great job.
Lawrence,
yeah.
how come that never happens to us?
It probably has.
It does. Remember when
Yeah.
Adam searched himself on Rule 34?
I mean,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
damn, that was sexy. I still think about that often. Very often.
Adam's Rule 34 or
It was
Yeah,
so funny.
Bruce. I would speculate that it's. I'm not a big fan of drawing like blanket gender statements, but I think the way that men and women stereotypically interact with sex
Yeah.
probably doesn't lead a lot of women to want to invest time, technology,
agree.
money, and effort into depersonalizing a man just so they can have sex with him. I think he's
well,
right.
because the thing on the forum was there were a bunch of people being like, yeah, came on that bitch's face, that'll show her. It's like, it's just a bunch of dudes showing their penises
Repressed
to
and
each
angry,
other.
yeah.
Which is really
being
super
mad
gay,
at
by the
me.
way.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's super gay.
Maybe they just like other dudes.
So,
But they don't seem to think about it being gay at all.
Which is weird.
Or about how it doesn't really show me because I'm not actually there.
yeah,
It's very strange.
it's all for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I can't wait for dudes to figure out that they can have sex with other dudes, because there are so many guys who are only want to live in the male version of sex, and that they watch anime drawn by men. They have sex with robots designed by men. They go into VR to fuck women designed by men. So why don't you just fuck a man? If they know
So-
what you want.
Let me tell you, I started a podcast about misconnections. And the one thing that I can say about having read a lot of misconnections over the past month is that there are so many of them that are like, hey, just looking to suck a dude's dick. Not gay, in a relationship, just want to suck your dick, hit me up.
Is it like just they
Curious
want to
what it's
try
like.
it? Or is it more than once?
I think they really like doing it.
Okay.
But don't want like a relationship with a man. But there are a lot
The
of
baggage
those.
of that comes
Yeah,
with
I don't want to
sucking
date a dude. I
usually.
just kind of want to suck his dick. It's whatever. And they're very casual about it. And there are mountains of them. Like even like, hey, looking to have sex with a man, married with kids, super happy, just want to fuck you. Like it's maybe men have figured it out because it's a lot.
Just keep it on the down low.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what Grindr is. It's basically just you can fuck whenever you want, whoever you want.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, generally, I don't want to basically like stereotype a man, but that's what men are thinking about all the time. So,
argument here.
if it is available,
I mean, look at this sexy shit right
then
here.
yeah, fuck
Yeah,
it.
I like
They're
whatever
gonna do
this
it.
is.
So, I actually thought I feel like that's what the gender roles come into play at least a little bit, which is like there's a little more of a challenge when it comes to a man and a woman. Is that usually there's not like this like no holds barred fuck it all the time when it comes to like Grindr or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, hey, do what you want, but maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure.
Well, what I'm fascinated by is even with the existence of Grindr, there's technology is still empowering people to like take ownership away from other people in terms of like stealing images that obviously weren't meant to be circulated, or creating images that were never there in the first place via deepfakes or VR or whatever. So even though dudes can find someone to suck a dick or get their dick sucked or whatever, they still choose to do that instead. So there's like a weird emotional layer to it too that hasn't really been dealt with.
That's way more anonymous if you're doing
Yeah,
all that stuff
that's
digitally
true.
through the internet.
That's
No one
also
actually
true.
knows, so you can do whatever you want. Whereas if you're on Grindr, it's not anonymous. Like you guys are gonna meet and fuck. So
Maybe you can throw a mask on or something.
I'm sure that's happened.
probably
Use
happens quite a bit.
iPad surrogate.
Yeah.
There
Or you
go.
could use your iPad surrogate.
It's all coming together.
This is what I've been.
I ordered a man. This is Elise.
Surprise!
Wow.
Wow.
I'm waiting for the moment when a dude can through VR be an anime girl, and then have sex with another dude through VR, and then through their VR lovemaking they find an intense connection, and they're like, "What? You're a dude?
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay,
see.
let's keep fucking."
There's
Like
surely already an anime about that.
probably. I mean, not through the lens of VR, but yes, certainly that's
I'm sure
happened.
that's happened in chat rooms before, where like
Oh,
a man
absolutely.
thought he was talking to a woman. She revealed that it was actually a he, and then they were like, you know what, fuck it, we're in love, let's do it.
You guys ever read M. Butterfly? Not Madam Butterfly, but the play M. Butterfly.
I've heard of it. I've
I've
never
not.
read it.
Maybe reading material. It's very short.
Is this going to spoil it?
It is going to bring down the
Yeah.
pace of this podcast. I shouldn't have brought it up. It occurred to me. It is a situation of a spy, a male spy, having sex with an American soldier, and they always do. It's always really dark when they have sex. He's dressed as a woman, and kind of it's when it goes to trial later. The whole situation, it's a question of whether the American soldier knew and kind of just was he blinded himself to it, whether he knew that was actually a man masquerading as a woman, having sex with him, having a relationship with him, or if he just was completely oblivious to it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It totally matters. Oh, it's topical.
No, have boring interests, but it's a good play.
There's one thing that I love, a device that seems to only pop up in stage plays, which is that if the lights are off, you can't tell what's going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like so Shakespearean.
Same thing with being in bed.
Yeah, blew the candles out, and I didn't know it was my own mom. How was I supposed to know?
That's penis. That's
Yeah.
butthole. Who knows?
Who
Lights are out.
knows? It's dark. It's that time of night. Speaking of, I got another sweet video. I'm about to freak some minds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Photoshopped himself on,
Yeah, I did.
on the Chris Angel.
No.
No.
Who's Chris Angel? This is my mind freak. All right. So I was watching Planet Earth, and there's this scene where they shoot in the Vatican. Basically, there's all these birds that live in the Vatican, and they shit over the entire town. And I was like, haha, take that, God. I thought it was really funny. Stupid birds shitting all over your most holy place. But then my mind got freaked.
By who?
By the show.
Oh.
So they're showing all this bird shit everywhere, and I'm like, God isn't real. And then they like go on about how, and this is going to be difficult to show because we don't own the program, but there's a part in the trailer that shows part of it. These same birds fly in these like crazy patterns around the Vatican for no reason. They like do this shit all the time.
Whoa.
Yeah, actually, I'll just play the whole trailer because
I didn't know that.
shit's ridiculous. Yeah, so I was like, wow. For no discernible reason, all these animals put on this incredible show in what is considered the seat of Christianity or something that's close to God. I was like, oh, whoa, that's the real double freak right there. Is that sometimes in life something is beautiful, but it can also be covered in shit.
It's all the golden shiny things that are attracting them because the Vatican's so rich.
It's also very touristy, so there'd be a lot of people there with like potential to get a lot of food.
Food, yeah.
There's a lot of them, and then I wonder if the flying patterns would just be
Natural.
if there's enough of them, they just follow each other like a school of fish.
I was gonna say maybe I'll freak Lawrence's mind even more. Maybe they built the Vatican there because they saw those birds. You ever think about that?
He
Birds came first.
Yeah. What about that?
God, the freaks never stop. Look at all these crabs.
All the crabs.
Oh, crap.
All the crabs.
No, seriously, Planet Earth is awesome.
Yes.
I've been like, I don't want to. It's the kind of show that I could just watch
Oh, it's amazing.
start to finish. So I've been tempering it, taking it in small doses.
We've been watching the deep, the underwater one.
Oh, Blue Earth, I think it's called.
I think it's Planet Earth too. Yeah, but it's like it's all underwater
Planet.
stuff. So like, there's one about coral reefs and there's one about
That's cool.
the very deep ocean, and it's otherworldly. It looks like it's like Alien.
Can be very scary.
It's so cool.
I don't like dark water.
Yeah.
Well, then that's the thing is that like they basically descend these submersibles down to like 1,000 meters or whatever, the very bottom, and they hit the bottom of the ocean floor, and then all of a sudden like rocks start falling around them because they'll break off of glaciers. They're in Antarctica.
Wow.
And that'd be it. Like if you're down there and something hits you, then the whole thing collapses on you and you die.
That's the thing about submarines as well, right? It's like the idea of going in a submarine seems super cool, but then also, you're just surrounded by water completely.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, I guess it would be a quick death. Like if it collapsed on itself, it would just smash
You
you.
get squished
Yeah.
instantly.
So that's not so bad.
I've always,
Oh, baby
yeah.
baby otter.
that's so adorable. I mean, like growing up with Star Trek and shit, I've always wanted that experience. And I feel like, deep ocean diving is as close as it gets.
Yeah.
Where you're surrounded by animals, none of which know who you are, what you are, and could kill you in an instant.
Yeah.
Well, okay, if you had the opportunity to go to space, would you?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I completely agree. There are people I'm friends with who are like, no, what if you died? I'm like, I would be willing to risk dying tomorrow if I
too.
could go to space today.
Me too.
But would you
Don't
go to
care.
Mariana's Trench?
I feel like
Well,
it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
I'd do it. Fuck it.
I probably wouldn't.
I don't.
I would do me honest.
I don't think I could.
I guess it's the same concept, really. If you
Yeah,
get,
it's just-
because in space,
It is.
In space, if you go, like if you go out of wherever you're in, you're gonna die. Same
Yeah.
deal in water.
Something breaks, you'll die immediately.
Yeah.
You'll be ripped to pieces.
Yeah,
I don't think I could do the Marianas.
it's super scary. It's really scary.
Yeah.
I'd be down. Explore everywhere. That's Star Trek taught me that's humanity's greatest aspect or virtue, sort of.
Exploration.
Also being good at math.
I would
A bit.
I would go to space.
I mean, I would go to space before I went to the ocean.
Yeah, me too.
That's what we were watching last night, which is so cool.
The little globby fish.
No, the thing that would
Wavy
change
one?
colors.
That's
It
awesome.
would change.
so like you can get planet Earth in 4K, and it's just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Christ. Yeah, that's what freaked my mind. Is Microsoft sent us like gift packages that had
That's
1Xs
what I
in
was
them.
assuming. If you got the 1X gift package with planet Earth, because that's how I got it.
Man,
it's
you
great to be
you guys
rich.
live a charmed life.
Absolutely. Well, Bruce, have you plugged in yours yet? Because I know.
No,
Oh, okay.
it's still sitting in a box, but I will.
You
should,
live a
man.
charmed life. You just don't use it.
you
I
just
know,
got
I know.
Xboxes
Trust me, I know.
Stacking up. I want to meet the individual that will go to like the deepest part of the ocean and to the most outer reaches of space. That will have
Done both?
accomplished both.
You can. His name's James Cameron. He's gonna
Yeah.
go to space. I'm sure of it.
You think he will?
Probably,
I hope so.
yeah.
I hope it's him.
He's so wholesome. But you don't have to go to space to get an out of this world shave.
Whoa.
That's right. Dollar Shave Club is sponsoring this podcast. Their aforementioned shit shower and shave starter set contains all the get out of here, old man.
That's Richard Attenborough.
Whatever. I want to hear him talk, not look at him talk. Sorry, Dollar Shave Club. So they have a $5 shit shower and shave starter kit. It includes all the products to do all of the activities mentioned. That includes a 6-blade. That's right. Technology has come a long way. 6 blades in one razor. Executive razor plus trial sizes of shave butter, body cleanser, and one wipe Charlie's. And if you never had peppermint up in your business, you need to get it up there pronto, because you'll feel it is a gift to self to feel clean and peppy where the sun doesn't shine. And you can sign up for their Blades by Mail recurring service, or just order them whenever you want. That's what I do, actually. I don't shave all that regularly because for some reason I never got a full dose of testosterone. So they go dull when they go dull, and then when I run low, I just order a new bulk set, and then they arrive. And I'm all set. But you can get this offer, the Shit Shower Shave $5 experience, at dollarshaveclub.com/dude. I do implore you to try it out. It's only $5, and if you're maybe not in the habit of using beauty products at all, you're just a basic towel and soap man, give it a crack. It's only $5, and I think you'll find you enjoy a higher class experience. So that's dollarshaveclub.com/dude. One more time, dollarshaveclub.com/dude. Spelled pretty much exactly like it sounds. Thank you for your sponsorship, Dollar Shave Club. All right, what's going on here? There's a lot of my YouTube profile's getting odd.
Yeah.
Superman's true power needs to know.
I know.
I kind of do need to know Superman's true power. We don't have time for this though.
It's probably just
Whoa.
it's probably just love.
Probably.
Yeah, you're probably right. Friendship or something.
Yeah, some dumb
All right,
shit.
Dragon Ball, we get it.
Yeah. Why is he like got a burst capillary in his eye?
Because he had to fight something.
His underwear never shreds off. He gets all battle damage.
Is he fighting British man?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Captain Brit. Whatever. All right. It's time for Hard Nettn. Alanah, if you're unfamiliar, every week there's the last week's champion versus a new entrant to see who's netting harder, which is a very loose definition. Essentially, I feel like the internet has empowered a lot of strange human behavior or allowed people with weird fixations to connect and create societies. So Hard Nettn is to celebrate the people who have found those things or are living their best lives, and we are allowed to participate in that through the internet. So last week,
I watched this.
yeah, there was a gentleman, an internet comedian. His channel's called Kiss Cactus. He has a lot of videos, most of which are about about 10 seconds long. And the trend is pretty easy to identify. So I'll just play a few for you.
To Crystal Range, covered in snow. Not too shabby.
That's what he does?
Oh, that's delightful.
Okay, I like it.
There's a lot of...
It's Greenhorn Mountain in the distance. Not too shabby.
Oh my god.
I like it.
That's delightful.
So he's got a wide array of subject matters
He's
and
not
deliveries.
hurting
Like,
anybody.
oh, wait, what's he going to say next?
Not too shabby.
There it is.
Yeah. So
doing his
he
thing.
he
I
even posted a
appreciate that.
video of his acknowledging of us entering him into this. Unfortunately, he doesn't yank the webcam around. Not too shabby, but that's okay.
He doesn't do not too shabby in that video?
Hey.
Oh, come on.
He's the expert.
That's his one thing.
He's got a lot of things.
Cinnamon scented candle. Not too shabby.
All he had to do...
I like the way he says shabby.
I do too.
Shabby.
All he had to do was say, Funhaus watching my videos? Not too shabby.
Shabby.
Oh, he green screened it.
Well, someone else did.
Oh, I see.
Kyle.
Classic,
Oh.
classic Kyle.
So
Yeah.
he's been doing this for, I think, about 5 years.
Wow, that's
Oh,
dedication.
wow.
I'm going to
Holy
go
shit.
subscribe to him.
Man.
What is
Yeah,
it?
please do.
Kiss
Kiss
Cactus.
Cactus.
Kiss Cactus.
It's a great way for him to catalog his adventures.
It is, yeah. I would agree.
It's a train car that says Booyah on it.
Yeah, I like him.
Not too shabby.
Oh man, you got to do that with our Funhaus videos, Kiss Cactus.
So the issue I have with it is that it would be easier for me to like follow him on Instagram or like on Twitter. I don't know that YouTube is the right platform for this kind of content, but I'm going to subscribe anyway.
Oh, that's really nice of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to know what he finds too shabby, to be honest.
Much too shabby.
Far too shabby.
Too shabby for my blood.
All right, well, let me. Here's the competitor. Physical evidence of Titans.
Oh, what's this?
Oh.
I like this stuff.
Truth is
already.
out there, you guys, and it's got sweet EDM beats.
What are Titans?
I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like.
Wait, time to reveal the real giants.
Age of disclosure.
What?
Yeah,
What's
it's
he talking about?
I mean, it's the title couldn't be more descriptive.
Physical evidence of Titans.
There are Titans in this world, Bruce, or there used to be.
Oh no
Oh.
way!
And they have since passed, but we can clearly see their remains in the world that we have
like
been
in
left.
Moana.
Cool.
Yes.
Holy shit, this is awesome.
Exactly like in Moana. So there are Titans. They were real. I've been DMing with an
edit.
individual who
Good.
is loading me up with
Yeah.
a lot of information on this topic. There's apparently like a test, a DNA test. They did find DNA in some rocks or something.
Wow.
Not gonna lie and say I really understood that particular aspect of it, but hey, maybe we'll get in there.
So he's saying that they're gonna eventually fight at some point?
No, I think it's more.
Oh,
Just that
come
they're all
on.
taking naps.
That's
yeah.
boring.
Well, they're all dead. I think
yeah,
it's
but
more.
we could bring them back to life, right?
Right?
Age of disclosure.
To
probably.
use like the staff of Ra or something.
Yeah, a rod of Asclepius. So yeah, it's a good mood-setting beat for discovering the truth about the world. I'm not quite seeing this though.
Nah, neither am I.
I'm not quite.
No, I don't
no.
get that one.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
he has
okay. They labeled
listed.
it. Yep. No.
Yeah, I liked when they turned it sideways.
I did too, yeah.
Okay.
They made it look like a person.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling that one.
Is this one
Oh,
here?
that's a
clearly
definitely
was
a
a
face.
Titan.
That's absolutely a face.
Got other.
Enlarged are their hands and these are their hands in detail. Heads in
Yeah.
detail.
There's. I mean, it looks like rocks to me, but I guess if you really squint. Yep. There's a.
There's got to be the best one, right? He leaves the best one at the end.
He's gotta.
I mean.
That's what you do. You end the video with the
Nope,
best.
it's the same one.
Yeah, it's just.
Okay, he's
Slow
just
pans.
rehashing them now. He's running out. All right.
That just looks like rocks.
No,
just looks
yeah.
like a mountain.
Trust
I mean,
mountains.
it was a long time ago when Titans roamed the Earth.
Yeah, they've been covered in stuff now.
So there's.
All right.
This
Realm
one
of
has a
Titans.
spectral man delivering to you the age of disclosure. I chose it because it has even better music.
You know what I think of these videos?
These tiny.
Too shabby.
Oh yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
these
I'm-
tiny humans. Hold on.
I definitely like the not too
we
shabby
have to
guy.
watch his whole body of work here first.
Yeah. Let's not.
Giant.
Let's not snap judge.
Oh, this is the same channel. Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, wow, they both got EDM. No, it's the same guy.
That's just a rock.
No, it's a
I see a face.
face.
there.
rock giant Ko Young from Thailand. A real Titan that is real.
Location unknown.
I feel like you have to know where it is.
You just
right?
made that up. Yes, we see that. Yes.
The teeth. Yep. There's the
There's
hair.
his hair.
Oh, well, no, that one's a stretch, but
Yeah, that is a stretch.
Let me tell you what's a stretch, believing that Titans weren't real.
that is too shabby.
No one's
Go to the end. He left the best one to the end, right?
sure. There's a lot of black at the end of this video. Like a lot.
I think
No,
you're
he's
right.
trying to get that double
see-
ad roll.
Oh. The Spectral Man put out his palm.
Oh, this is just his outro.
Oh, I mean, it's a lot. It's just the rest of the track.
Yeah, he's
let
not
the
trying
song
to get
play
the middle,
out.
though, because it's only 8.5
Yeah,
minutes.
it's not 10 minutes. You're
Quite
right.
make it. All right. So now you three have to vote. Is not too shabby, or are Titans very real? And there's a conspiracy to cover it up. Bruce, what do you say?
Everyone knows that I'm pretty loose with hard Nettn. I like to move on to the next one. I like to look forward to the future. That said, this Realm of Titans doesn't have enough evidence to show that there are Titans. If you'd given me more, I would have voted for Realm
Yeah.
of Titans. Instead, I'm voting for Kiss Cactus.
Okay. I hope it's not too late. Let me.
Oh wait, hold
Wait,
on.
there's more?
There is
There's new information I didn't know about.
Yeah, there's a study I gotta yank out here. Here we go. Where are you?
Oh boy.
Oh, you guys had a full
that's
chat,
a
huh?
long thread there.
Wow.
Sometimes you gotta dive in. You gotta dive in hard. All right.
Oh,
So this is from Helix Biolab.
Mud fossil samples analyzed had the following designation.
My genomic or mitochondrial DNA from 3 mud fossil samples. So they did DNA testing on fossil samples. I think
Don't like all fossil samples have mitochondrial DNA?
you
I
would have
mean,
thought so.
they're fossils, yeah. So it's tough because people are pointing to, like, there are positive results for DNA in some of these fossils, which, I mean, it could just be a fossil. As far as I understand, it doesn't necessarily mean that it was a Titan. Oh wait, here we go. The sequence match was to Homo sapien.
Oh.
So
Which is not a Titan?
but that doesn't mean that it's a huge Homo sapien.
Well, it could be a Titan, but a human. A large human
They
Titan.
bred?
Is it still a Titan if it's
They
just
were
a
bred
large
out.
human?
All right, you know what, Lawrence? I appreciate this. That said, it still
Still
hasn't-
no.
Still
So,
hasn't
okay,
convinced
no
me.
problem.
I need more convincing.
I would be upset if I didn't present all the facts.
I understand that. My mind is open to this.
Okay.
I'm absolutely open to the realm of Titans.
Well, we haven't gone around to Flat Earth yet, or some of the other weird stuff.
We'll get there.
Flat Earth is too obvious. Well, whatever. Alanah, how do you fare? What are you feeling here?
Look, I am a subscriber to Kiss Cactus, so I feel like it would be biased for me to vote for him.
Ooh.
So I'm voting for Age of Disclosure based on the sick EDM.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is very sick EDM. I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna listen to this when I work later today.
Yeah.
I got back and Age of Disclosure loaded up.
Back.
Yeah.
Forgot about
I'm
back.
gonna have a good night. All right, Elise, it's tied up. You got to be the tiebreaker
It's
now.
of course not too shabby. You know
Alright.
me.
I knew Elise was voting for Not Too
Naturally, I'm
Shabby.
going for that. I love the cheese. I love the.
She loves old men.
True, and I'm old men, young women, and he's archiving.
Can we see what his
life.
most popular video is?
I'm all about it.
That's a good idea.
As I recall, it might just be like something I had a
I
good
bet
search
it's him
term.
of a video at a Titan.
Oh, snap.
The Las Alaminas courthouse.
That has 152,000 views.
County Courthouse.
It probably got picked up.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, it probably got picked up as a viral video.
Let's see what those comments say. Wherever they are.
They're all just not
Yeah.
too shabby.
The Reddit army, yep. Yeah.
Reddit.
That's
okay.
what happened.
Very nice. Proud of him.
So, also, just to sweeten the pot, he does have a playlist of all of his Not Too Shabbies. I think there's about, there's like hundreds and hundreds in there.
There's 946.
Ooh, there's
Almost
extras.
1,000.
Almost 1,000, man. We're coming up on Not Too Shabby Millennium.
Not too shabby.
The Shab Millennium. Will Smith would be proud.
Ellen
All
Purple
right.
sneakers.
Getting shabby.
Kiss Cactus, congratulations. You reign on high for yet another
Nice job.
week.
Way to go.
Sorry, Age of
Make the
Disclosure.
video this time. If you don't make the video, I'm not voting for you next time.
Ooh,
Make the video.
Jeez.
rough.
How hard is that?
not hard at all.
Yeah.
It's one would say it's not even shabby.
Nailed it.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. That'll round out today's podcast. Go forth and get laid with all that you've learned today. Thank you, Elise, Alanah, Bruce, for
Keep
joining
those
me.
pizzas on the ground.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just
Don't
slam
throw 'em at
pizza and
people.
Throw
send
those
things
pizzas around.
Yeah, if you're watching live, we will have the post show coming up right after this. Alana's gonna have to sit through a lot of fan art for things she doesn't care about.
Sorry, Alanah.
But we also solicit questions live. So there's also chat, which is going to complicate things. I prefer making people type out a question and then hit submit. It's a little
He's
more.
old-fashioned.
But, yeah,
He's like,
bust out the quill and pen, a quill and ink, whatever. Anyway, that's coming up next. But if you're not watching live, thank you for listening to us this week. We hope to speak to you again next week, or go into your eyeballs however you consume this show. I always appreciate it. But for now, goodbye, and we'll see you again.
Bye.
That was always my my stupid iPad skit idea. I had ever tell you this one? Mm-mm. Or it was every year I was always like, man, Apple always does it where they're like, the battery now lasts 9 hours. Battery's now 11 hours. Battery's now 35 hours. And I was like, what if they ever got to a point where they didn't know? Like, and so like there was one where
It's never shut off yet.
yeah. Well, there's
Timer's still
one.
going.